The Isle of Man TT, dubbed as the most dangerous motorsport on the planet.
This guy crashed here the other day and the bike went out of control and it demolished this, it hit this wall here, so this wall's been demolished here. If you see here, there's a piece of it missing. He clipped the hedge here, he was thrown from the bike. He was lucky, he's only broke his ankle and the bike
survived, huh?
Yeah,
Okay.
the bike careered down the road and hit that wall.
Wow, check out that car. So cool. We're not in the US. We're in Suzuka, Japan. Actually, we're going to Nagoya Airport. From Nagoya Airport, we're gonna go to Tokyo. And from Tokyo, we're gonna go to London. And from London, we're gonna take a coach into another airport and we're gonna end up in Isle of Man TT. Sorry, I look Japanese, but
Where is your final destination?
yeah, I'm going to London.
London.
Hi, everyone. Do I look Japanese to you? So. Not Korean, no?
Not
Not Korean. Yeah, thank you, and bye everyone. Bye. She's cute. She's pretty cute. Glad to be here finally. It's a pleasure to meet you, Dave.
God save the Queen.
Absolutely.
Oh, I'm looking for the Mother of Dragons.
The mother of dragons?
Yeah, man.
What's that? Oh, right.
You know where she lives?
I don't know, no.
Not here, huh?
No, I'm not here.
And Dave, any rules on drones here?
You can't use them on the circuit. You'll end up in prison.
prison.
You will, yeah.
The Isle of Man, a haven found in the Irish Sea between the islands of Great Britain and Ireland. The island is represented by the 3 armored legs, which according to the locals symbolizes that you can throw it around and it will always stand. Yeah, but what happens if the 3 legs land on its side? Huh? Anyway. Gulf Oil takes us to one of the most grueling road races on the planet, an event that attracts around 30,000 people annually.
So Isle of Man TT, damn awesome race. I don't understand what they're saying. Football. Excuse me, you guys know where Isle of Man the grandstand is?
Just keep walking straight up.
Okay.
And it's sort of on the right, but you'll...
Can't miss it, huh?
If you go all the way up to the top, you'll see like a big walkway banner floaty thingy. It's the big white tent at the end on the left.
Got it, thank you. It's like I'm watching Game of Thrones, my lad. He's like, holy shit, a corner!
This year, they support Australian rider David Johnson on a BMW S1000RR.
Oh, that's a lot of bugs right there.
I was pleasantly surprised because this is actually the first time Gulf Oil joined Isle of Man TT. I just assumed they've been there all along because of their racing heritage. I mean, they were there with the Indianapolis 500, the World Endurance Championship, Can-Am, IndyCar, Formula One Racing, Le Mans, Dakar Racing, WSBK or World Superbike, and of course locally they've been supporting Dashi Watanabe. Unfortunately, David could not continue the race because of issues with his bike, but he did get 4th place in before the final race, which is a pretty good spot considering the racing prowess and experience the 3 guys ahead of him have.
Okay, we are with David Johnson. How are you, sir?
Good, thank you.
You finished 4th. How was it?
It was hard work, a bit of a dogfight with me and Hillier and Michael Rutter. Not actually on the track dicing, passing, but it was all in time. Obviously, it's a time trial. I was watching my lap board. I could see his lap board as well. The front 3 were gone, couldn't catch them, so it was a battle for 4th for us, and I got on top of that. So.
What have you guys done with the bikes, modification-wise?
And I got an amazing crew, and they're working hard on the shock changes and geometry differences, and we're working with Dunlop as well to work out exactly what we should be running.
I mean, a lot of the skill involved with being a racer is your ability to adapt with modifications on the fly. How do you cope?
Yeah, I mean, you just got to work it out. We sit down, we've got full data on the bike where we can go through and see everything I've been doing, and the bike's doing a lot of weird stuff, so you just got to sort of pinpoint it to a corner where I'm having troubles and try and work on that. But
That's where you come in as a human being and trying to adjust around the bike.
that's it, yeah, you just got to adapt.
Isle of Man TT, of course, dubbed as one of the most dangerous motorsport course in the world. What's going through your mind when you're going through that?
I'm big in learning from other people's mistakes, knowing what happened with other people's incidents. You just got to ride completely within your own limits, like I say. If you're riding outside of your skin, that's when trouble's going to happen.
In 1907, May 28, the first race was held, and since then, over 250 deaths have occurred. This year alone, on the day I arrived, somebody got killed, exactly a week after the first fatality, for a total of 2 this year. Despite that, riders continue to roll the dice with death on their bikes, year in and year out. The roads aren't even, they're narrow, they dip here and there, and as you can imagine, it gets more dangerous as they speed up.
Should Isle of Man TT stop because of all of the deaths?
No.
No. I don't know. I think not. Absolutely not.
It's their choice. They know what the risks are, so.
Can I ask you a question? Tatanong lang eh. Wanka. Isle of Man TT, should it stop because of all of the deaths?
No. Why should it? That's the case, then stop every sport.
Well said. Thank you, sir.
This year, a new record was broken by Peter Hickman, this year's champ, as he hit 216 kilometers per hour on these tight roads. To give you more of an idea with these roads, this is Matt Nilson. He raced 4 times in the Isle of Man.
We're in for a very special treat. His name is Matt, and he is going to show us around the track. Not on a motorcycle, no? It's gonna be a car.
I'm not with motorcycles.
I would have preferred a motorcycle, but yeah, considering how things go on every year, I think a car's fine. Ooh. How many times have you raced Isle of Man TT?
I did 2 years Isle of Man TT, and I did 2 years in the Manx Grand Prix.
Wow. You just came here independently.
Yeah, never seen the track when I came.
Wow, how'd you fare?
Finished second in the newcomers race.
What?
In all honesty, it was not meant to be like that because I really didn't know what I was getting into.
Speaking of all these deaths, I just realized human beings should stop cigarettes first, which I think has killed more people since 1907. Wouldn't you agree?
I definitely agree. And here, it's not like anyone is forcing anyone to do anything.
I know people don't necessarily die playing ping pong.
Nope.
But it's the way it is with motorsports. Where are we right now?
We are heading down towards the promenade, but we'll square off before and head into the back roads, and so we actually will start at the grandstand.
How many kilometers is the lap, by the way?
It's 37.77 miles.
And what's the fastest time?
The fastest outright lap record is 134.4 mile an hour. Less than 17 minutes.
Holy, that's fast, man.
That is really fast.
Is this the steep road that you're talking about?
Yes.
This is pretty steep. You just only show you on the camera, but this is pretty steep, guys. Of course, people can't cross anymore. If you're on one side of the road, you're stuck there.
Yes, you are. And they actually put a guy in jail the other day for 4 weeks because he was on the track when they closed the roads.
Give it, Rev. Give it.
Dangerous. Just going around the route will make one realize just how crazy this can get, and this doesn't do it justice. You have to be here to really see how fast it can go in relation to everything else.
Attention paddock, pit lane is now clear, so if any pit crews need to get back into the pit lane to continue with your race preparations, you are able to do so.
Here we go. We're at the last race already, the senior race, and this is what everybody's been waiting for.
TT stands for Tourist Trophy, and not time trial as many have thought. Yes, it is time trial though, meaning there is no grid position per se. Riders line up and they take off at 10-second intervals, pretty much going against yourself.
We are with the legend, Phillip McCallen. Tell me how the game has changed from the time that you were, racing and now.
First of all, my bikes in the early 90s had like approximately 125 brake horse. Now a 600 has about 140 brake horse. It's much lighter, it's much more power, our tires are better. So with better suspension and better tires, of course the speed's going to go up. Then on top of that, we've got technology way beyond what we could have dreamed of. The course is the same, but they have made a few alterations.
I've seen some corners that were shaved off a bit just to accommodate because of past accidents.
I like the word you use, shaved off, and they've resurfaced a lot of parts of the track that used to be bumpy and dangerous. So every year the TT people keep trying to make this course safer and better. We are a high profile, exciting, demanding sport. That's why we do it. There is a risk involved, but to be honest, there's a risk with everything in life. This is beamed all over the world and millions of people see it.
You won this 11 times. How do you prepare yourself?
First of all, and a lot of people are not, you've got to be mentally fit. The next thing is to get physically fit, and then after that is to get your bike mechanically fit. It's just psychologically the walls and trees put people off, but forget about those. You still have the same boundaries you use from the inside edge to the outside edge. So if you focus on that, keep your bike under control, it's a great place.
God save the Queen!
Isle of Man TT, thank you so much Gulf Oil for bringing me along this maiden ride of yours. It's their first time, my first time, and yeah, wow, what an experience. Gulf Oil means business not just in making quality oils for your bikes. They are quite serious in supporting motorsports around the world, and this mindset is good for all of us. This is Zach from Makina Around the World. Ciao.
There you have it. I hope you guys enjoyed Isle of Man TT. It's a damn good race. Excuse me po, Pinoy po sila?
Pinoy.
Hi! Tagal na po kayo dito?
Tagal na, 15 years.
Oh, kumarera na rin kayo, sir?
Hindi.